the parking house Lytters. It's the kind of central parking facility for the entire neighborhood here. It's a neighborhood that is kind of built all at once, almost like the last 3-4 years, so everything is quite new. And it's, as you can see, a huge building. It's 8 floors and it takes up quite a lot of space. So the task was to kind of make a facade and a rooftop design that kind of integrates it in the city structure, but at the same time also gives something back to the city, a space back. So it does not just take space, but it kind of gives space to use.
And in many regards, you know, it's been really interesting, like project. Like, who would have thought like a parking house could be so interesting?
The idea with the red thread or this red wire that you see up here, that it's on one hand it kind of, you know, has different objects or things hanging from that you can use, like swings or the monkey bars and so on. But at the same time, it's also very much up for like the people up here visiting to find out what they want to use it for. And it's in a way just kind of, you could say, a red thread or like an aesthetical kind of frame that binds it all together.
I think the conscious decision from our part to make it playful, that the people can read it as a playful element, then they also start playing with it. You know, I think not saying that we had designed it, but just an incentive. It gives people an incentive to start climbing it. It's also like not having a dogmatic thinking of how people should use the space, but rather create a situation where people can interpret the space and use it the way they want to. You know, and let life live the way it wants to like unfold instead of like us as architects try to like control it.
And that is also the great thing about the space like this up here, because you could say the location in itself already offers so much. I mean, it's fantastic that you can be on a completely public space in on 8th floor with a view over the Copenhagen harbour and like the city, and then kind of have different possibilities of how you can be super active or also just hang out and not do anything, but like that this is accessible for everyone already gives.
If we take the location, the one thing I thought it was really funny is like, you know, of course it's red because of the history of the place, like in the old brick storage harbour like buildings. But then I mean, what is funny is that, you know, on here on the 24th meter high like public space, you have the same view that you know, normal people like would pay fortune to get, like with these surrounding apartments here. I mean, the red is all borderline communistic, you know. That we think is great. It wasn't intentional, but when you think about it, it's quite brave of the city as well, and of course our client Nordhavn, that they have created space for people.
And you can see it like even now on a quite cold December day, even though the sun is shining, there's always like a few people up here. It's any time I've been up here, there's always been a few people. So it's actually really nice to see that it's the people take the space so much kind of in use.